Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my favourites for January, and I just tried to film this video and then I accidentally deleted the footage somehow, so here we are again, trying again, second time to film my favourites. I apologise that I didn't have a video up last week, although like I feel really good about it. So what happened was I filmed this video, it was like first impressions, like full face of makeup kind of thing, and I was like really happy with it, and then I went to go edit it and my computer didn't work, and then I thought, it's the last week of the holidays, why stress myself out now? I just kind of like gave up on it. And then I went to go re-edit it and there's something happened to the footage, it was like corrupted. So that's why the video didn't come out. Like I just thought I'd chill and relax, and then like fate took its course and then the files just didn't work. So that's why there wasn't a video. I do feel quite good about it though, because it gave me like the last week to relax and not worry about anything. So if you were missing me, that is why. I apologise. Enough about that, let's get right into the favourites. For my favourite movie of the month, it was kind of a no-brainer. I've seen two movies, one of them wasn't really, well, it was good, but like if you've seen The Good Neighbour you'll know what I mean. Like I don't really know how to feel after watching that. If you haven't seen it, like I recommend it, but it's like kind of twisted, I don't know. It's not a horror, it's not really a thriller, it's just like a movie. I don't know. Let me know if you've seen it and what you thought about it. But my favourite movie of the month would have to be La La Land. Let me just tell you a little backstory about La La Land and my like luck in picking movies. So a long time ago, like a year or 2 years ago, I went with Emily and Tom and Corpu on this double date to go watch Into the Woods or whatever it was called. And we'd only seen like a few trailers of it, we hadn't like IMDb'd it or anything, and we got in there and it was a musical and we had no idea, like absolutely no idea. We thought it was just like this scary, not scary kind of movie with Meryl Streep in it, and it was like about the woods. Like we didn't really know what was happening, and then it was a musical and the boys were so pissed off because generally speaking the guys that I know don't really like musicals, so I knew that Corby was so mad. Me and Emily found it hilarious. Anyway, fast forward 2 years, like last week, when I went to go watch La La Land with Sally, and all we'd heard was that it was really good and it like won some Oscars or Academy Awards or whatever like awards there were recently, it was like nominated and stuff. And so we go and it is a musical as well, and Sally and I had no clue. We were sitting there and then the movie starts and then the person erupts from the car, starts singing, and we're like, oh my god, is this a musical? And I just don't know how this happened to me twice. Have any of you guys accidentally seen a musical? Because I've done it 2 times. Please let me know, because it's happened twice and I'm like slightly concerned that there's something wrong with me. How do I not know that it's a musical? Moving on to my favourite TV show, I have been loving Vampire Diaries. Like it's not a new show to me. I watched it with Corbu years ago, well like 2 years ago. We were watching it like season by season by season as they came out and stuff, and then all of a sudden we stopped. I think it had kind of got a bit stagnant and a bit of like all the same sort of thing, and we quit. And then literally I started back off where we had left off, and like 5 episodes later it just got so good. Like this whole new storyline, like new characters, new enemies, and like oh my god, it's so good. Like I had to take a little break because if you guys have watched it at the end of season 6, it's just like I needed a break from watching it, and I haven't started back on it yet, but I literally watched a season and a half in the span of like 2 weeks. I was on holiday, okay? Don't judge me, but it's so good and I've really been enjoying it. Before we get into the makeup favourites, I want to share a tech favourite that I've been liking. And this won't be like an every single month sort of thing, but I recently got a new Fitbit. I know I'm still wearing my old one, but if you guys want a review on this one, I can totally do that for you guys, because this is like a different kind of Fitbit than this one. So please let me know. I'll give you like a really mini rundown right now, and then you can tell me if you want a full review. So this is the Fitbit Flex 2. This is literally the Fitbit here, and you get bands with it and stuff, and it's just got some little lights. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but the way that I have been loving wearing this is in this really pretty bangle. Let me put it on so that you guys can see. It just looks like this and it looks really pretty. It's a really nice accessory, and then it's also tracking your steps and stuff. This for me is like the ideal like special event, special occasion kind of Fitbit. You guys know that I'm like a Fitbit freak. For the normal person, like this Fitbit would probably be enough, but I need something that does more. But I totally want to do a review on this for you guys. For those of you who don't need as much from a Fitbit, or for those of you who want to buy a Fitbit and don't want to spend a lot, I totally love to do a video on the Flex. Moving on to my beauty favourites, I just want to give mention to this because I recently repurchased this and my life is like back to being good again. I feel like my brow game has just been not on fleek for a little while. I don't know why. I don't know if I like underplucked them or what, but my brow game was just not on fleek, and now I feel like it's fleeky again, and I swear it's all because of this. I repurchased the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I got it in medium brown, and this is just like the tits. It's the best brow pencil. I don't know how I lived without it. You know how like I tried like the $1 Billion Brows one and the one from Eye of Horus, and I was like, they're all the same as the Anastasia one. Well, they are actually really similar. I'm not poo-pooing those ones because I really enjoyed those ones. When my brow game was not on fleek, I'd actually run out of all of my micro pencils. But I think the thing that's different about the Anastasia one that kind of like sets it apart for me is that it is a harder pencil. With the other ones, they're a little bit softer, which means I think I might go a little bit ham with them. But this one is like nice and hard in a good way. Like it still glides on, but you need to push it a little bit harder to get like darker strokes. And I just feel like my brows look so sharp when I'm using this. Makeup.co.nz sent me the NYX advent calendar over Christmas. If you guys want to see me open that, I do have it in my Vlogmas videos, which I will leave linked off down below if you guys missed them. But I discovered that through makeup.co.nz, and this is like, I just love these. This one is Istanbul, and I picked it up because I hadn't tried it yet. It looked like a really pretty pink. I am wearing it today with a gloss on top. I am wearing NYX Butter Gloss and Vanilla Cream Pie. I'm wearing them together, but I just love this formula. I feel like it's actually one of the best wearing liquid lip formulas that I've tried. It's not too matte, it's not too drying, but it stays really, really well. I'm surprisingly impressed with this. I don't know if because it was like drugstore, I didn't really think I was going to like it. I know I did mention this in my yearly favorites, but I didn't really talk about it that much. But they're just really great. They're cruelty free, they're really inexpensive. Again, you can pick them up from makeup.co.nz, but you can also get them from Farmers. I know some Life pharmacies have NYX stores. My next favourite is the only one that I'm not wearing currently, and it'll make sense when I show it to you. It is my Maybelline Dream Cushion, and this is in the shade 30. And as you can see, if I open it, it's far too dark for me right now. This is my fake tan shade. Clearly I'm not fake tan right now, but this is like the only thing that I have been wearing when I'm fake tan. It is such a beautiful formula. It is so lightweight and dewy. I'll stop right here and tell you guys that I do have a first impression on it, which I'll leave linked off down below if you want to see it be applied and how it wears and everything. But I'm just so impressed. I've worn this heaps of times since I filmed the first impression, and every time I'm constantly impressed. I've tried it with sponges, I've tried it with brushes. I've also used it with the Silly Sponge, which I will leave linked off down below as well, my Does It Work video on the Silly Sponge. And I'm just like I'm just blown away by this. Sticking with Maybelline, the next product is one that I wanted to mention that I am enjoying, and I also just kind of want to mention it because it's something really different for the drugstore, and it is the Superstay Makeup Extending Primer, another product which should be new on the market in New Zealand. Hopefully it should be out by the time this video goes live. I haven't actually been to a mall to check, but I know that it was supposed to be coming out in late January, so you guys should be able to get it now. But the reason why I wanted to mention this is that this reminds me a lot, like so much, of the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. If you've tried that, it's kind of got this like creamy, liquidy lotion, but sort of almost dry texture to it. It's really strange. I don't know if it's like silicone or what it is, but it just feels like really moisturizing, but then the more you apply it, kind of like feels dry. This has almost the exact same texture. This one's got like a pink color to it, which I don't know what that really does, but it's supposed to be smoothing, it's supposed to make your makeup last, and I feel like it does. It also has like a slight mattifying effect. Like I have powdered my face, but my face doesn't look super shiny, and normally like I would rather that my makeup be dewy than matte, but in the summertime I am all about, my mum's walking past my window. I was basically trying to say that I like matte foundations in the summertime because my oils come through and make the foundation look dewy, so using that and slightly mattifying my face ends up working really well. So my final two favourites this month are both from Too Faced, and they're actually from two different collections, but I'll start with the one that I got first, so I've used it less, and that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow. I wasn't planning on getting this, and then Emily said, do you want it as your birthday present? Because she was in Hawaii, so she was like, do you want it for your birthday present? And I was like, hell yeah! And she couldn't make me wait until April, so she gave it to me early, so that was amazing. This is what it looks like. It smells really delicious. I mean, it smells like very, very fake. It doesn't smell like real peaches, but it just smells sweet and delicious. So basically, if you haven't seen it, you get the highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. I'm not really using the bronzer that much at the moment because when I'm fair, I sort of stray away from bronzing. But today I am wearing the blush and the highlight, and I feel like it is super pretty. I feel like this side looks more highlighted than this side. Hope it's not because I've been filming this entire time. It's just a really, I personally don't like peach on the lips, but I love peach on the eyes and on the cheeks. And this is just like peachy goodness. Like my cheeks look peachy, my highlight looks peachy. It's just so stunning, really glowy, like perfect for summertime. Like, oh my god, so perfect. But I'll wear this all year round. I also love the way that it has a really nice mirror. The packaging is like a peachy ombre, like it just wins at life. It's so beautiful. As I said, my next favourite is also from Too Faced, but it's from a different collection and it is an eyeshadow palette. It is the Chocolate Bonbon palette, and I have wanted this since the day it came out with the little heart shapes. I was just like, I needed it, and I didn't get it because it wasn't available in New Zealand for ages, and then I went to Mega Maxima and they had it and I was like nearly screaming, and I got it. This just has always appealed to me the most out of all of the Too Faced palettes. I don't know, it literally might just be the hearts. I don't know what it is, but it is so stunning. Like the regular chocolate palette, it smells like heavenly angels, and the shades in this are just so pretty. Like obviously I'm not going to be using the bright pinks that often, but like I love the shade up here called Sprinkles. It's just so beautiful. The browns are so lovely, and it is the most pigmented Too Faced palette that I've tried. Like I have the semi-sweet, and that one's like, it's got good pigmentation, but in comparison that one like pales. This is so much better in terms of pigmentation. Looking at the palette, my favourite shades that I use like on a daily basis that I'm wearing today are Satin Sheets, Almond Truffle, Malted, and then this one here which is Mocha. I use them literally all the time. Oh, and Divinity as well. I created this eye look using this palette and it took me like 3 seconds. So easy to blend, so pigmented, and I actually am just obsessed. So again, you can get this one from Mecca if you're wanting to try it out. It's about $75, which I thought was actually a really good deal for like how many eyeshadows you get and how pigmented it is. I'd repurchase this again in a heartbeat. Like if it got stolen, it'd be like the first thing that I repurchased. So those are my favourites for January. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I tried to mention things that I haven't shown before other than the eyebrow pencil, because I know it gets boring when I mention things again and again, but like I'm not the kind of person that spends that much money on makeup. This month is obviously an exception. Like I went to Mecca and I got some stuff from Sephora, but usually I don't buy stuff, so I've recently been shopping my collection, but these are like the newer favourites that I've really been enjoying. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me what your favourite products are, because it helps me fuel my addiction and buy more things. Also, if you guys want to see any first impression videos, please do let me know. I've got 2 foundations ready to do first impressions on. I've got a L'Oreal one and I've got the new LA Girl foundation. So let me know which one you want to see a video on first, because I'll do that one first for you guys. I feel like in this video I'm just like really army and I'm like making weird voices, but anyway, I am going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!